Hello, crafty friends and doll lovers. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Melody, and I'm here today to share with you my 8th finished project in the Freebie Friday challenge. If you are not familiar with that, that is a personal challenge that I made for myself where each Friday I download the free pattern that Faire.com makes available, and I make that pattern no matter what it is. In my last video, I shared with you this pattern, which is called the First Impressions pattern. It's by Thimbles and Acorns. And to be honest with you, I was not looking forward to sewing the pattern. It wasn't aesthetically pleasing to me, and I really was not looking forward to it. But I have to tell you guys, I enjoyed every bit of making this pattern. I was so surprised, but each aspect of this pattern I enjoyed. The pattern is well written. Instructions, in my opinion, were easy to follow. It is rated an intermediate pattern, and I think for good reason, because some things I think it's assumed that you know about sewing when it's rated intermediate. I was just amazed. So the pattern has these pleated. So it takes striped fabric, and then you can pleat the fabric either on stripe or on set. I played around with pleating the fabric, and it turns out that my only option was to pleat it on stripe, because to pleat it on set would not have allowed me to have enough fabric that was required to make the skirt. So I did save a couple. This is, I was trying to find the fabric. Hold on. This was the fabric that I decided to use for the stripe portion. And this was the fabric that I decided to use for the bodice. Now, I did play around with how it was pleated, and one way was to pleat it on the lighter stripe, so it would have had this effect. So just so you know, you'll notice that there is two light skinny stripes, two dark skinny stripes, and then you have these lighter, wider stripes in between. So one way was to just pleat it based on the wider stripes. The other way, and the way that I ended up going with, was pleating it such that the dark and the light stripes, what am I trying to say? Was it back and forth? Every other. Okay, so every other stripe, you had a dark stripe, light stripe, dark stripe, etc. So that's what I went with. And I'm going to pull her. I have my doll, Joy, modeling this. And Joy is a create your own American Girl doll. And this is the outfit. And I love it. I did not think I would, but I really, really like this outfit. And as you can see up close, you have the stripes that, like I said, you have the dark and then the light and then the dark and then light. And I used one of my decorative stitches to sew the pleats down so that the pleats would stay in place. I really enjoyed every aspect, and just the different methods that I used. There was a different way of setting in a sleeve. I don't think I've ever seen it before, but the way it's set in, you end up with the seam. I don't know if you can see that, but the seam kind of goes on the diagonal. And then this is the bustle. I'm still not crazy about the bustle. But I made it anyway, just for the experience. The pattern called for 2-inch wide ribbon back here. I could not find the green ribbon in that width, and the closest width I found was 1.5 inches, and I didn't want to spend that much for a spool of 1.5 inch green satin, single face satin ribbon that I probably would not ever use again. So I ended up making a ribbon from the fabric that the same fabric that the skirt was made from, and I just did a narrow rolled hem on my serger. And I'm going to remove the bustle, so that this is the bustle by itself with the bow, and then this is the back of it. And I just really like the look. It has pleats on either side here, and then they're also, I guess they're, I don't know if you call it, probably more like called tucks, and then you have some more tucks here. And again, it might be hard to see because of the dark color fabric. But I am really pleased with how this turned out. I learned a whole lot sewing this pattern. And the best thing is, I just wanted to show you another way that Joy can rock this outfit, which I think makes it look more modern, to wear it with leggings. Look at that. I just think that is adorable with the leggings. So Joy has her outfit with the leggings on. I really enjoyed sewing this. So what did I learn? I learned that, as they say, you should never judge a book by its cover. And it is so true, because if I had not challenged myself to sew whatever pattern was released, chances are I would have seen this pattern and I would have passed on it, because it just didn't appeal to me. It just didn't. I didn't like, I could appreciate that it was inspired by an actual outfit. And so I could appreciate it, that it was a historical reproduction of an actual outfit. And very, very talented. I have a lot of credit. I have a lot of respect for anyone who is able to design or draft a pattern, because I have tried it. I have done it, some successfully, some not so successfully, and it is definitely an art, and it takes patience, and you have to be able to just think things through ahead of time, or I don't know. It's like when you're working out the steps, you got to know where the end's going to be, and you got to know how things fit and how they work together. And it's just so many things. And just the fact that I wouldn't have ever thought to use striped fabric to make pleats, because there's striped fabric. I wouldn't have ever thought to use striped fabric. And I also learned that the striping, the pleating on stripe and pleating on set is, they're terms that are used widely, or I guess it's a technique that's used when making kilts. And I didn't know that before. I learned a different way of applying or setting in a sleeve. And once again, I reinforce the fact that it's all in your fabric choices. I think if you're going to try something like this, even if there maybe is something that you don't like about a pattern, if you can find something that you do like, in this case, I love the fabric that I chose, so it made it a little bit easier to try this. I'm not gonna say easier, I'm just gonna say it gave me more motivation, because I was thinking about what fabrics I was going to use for what portions of this outfit, but I still didn't know how it was going to actually look. So for it to actually turn out, and for me to end up with a product that I was very pleased with, it's empowering. It's like, I felt like, oh, if I can do this, I can do anything, because I had to overcome my initial reservations about making this outfit. And then once I did it, I found out that I loved it. And I think every time I make an outfit, I feel like that outfit is my favorite outfit and for different reasons. And I have to say this is probably one of my favorite outfits because I just really like the way that the Swiss dot and the plaid coordinate. And I like that you can wear it with this, the dog can wear it with the skirt and it be an historical reproduction, or the dog can wear it with leggings and it looked like a totally, in my opinion, modern outfit. So I'm very glad that I made this pattern. So the pattern that was released on this past Friday, I feel like, whew, I get a break. It looks like a fairly simple, straightforward pattern. It's called Get the Look. And this is actually a Liberty Jane clothing pattern. And it is an intermediate level sewing pattern. It looks like it's your basic bodice, the strapless bodice with a gathered waistband. And of course the doll, it's designed to be worn over a t-shirt. I did not have an opportunity to pick out any fabric for this dress. These last 24 hours were not good. I had some pretty bad side effects that I was dealing with, and I wasn't sure if I'd even be able to do this video. So I'm glad that I'm feeling a lot better and I was able to do the video. But I did not get an opportunity to either shop my stash or to go to the fabric store. So I have no idea what I'm going to use, but I will have this, Lord willing, I will have this pattern made up to share with you on next week. Now, I've been getting comments, people saying that they've been downloading the pattern, been intimidated by, especially this last one, and I can relate to that. I think a few people said that they may try the challenge with me, and I'm really hoping that maybe by the end of this year that there will be a lot more of you who will join me in this and just download the pattern, sew it up. Just to say, even if it's something that you may sew it and go, ugh. Even if you find that you don't like the finished project, you're getting experience, you're getting practice, you're learning new techniques. And in my case, I feel like it's stretching me. It's teaching me things about myself I didn't know that quite honestly, it's like if you have a choice and you don't want to do it, you just don't do it, right? But in this case, because I made this personal challenge and because I am asking you all to hold me accountable to make sure that I do live up to what I said I was going to do, I didn't have the choice to say, no, I'm not going to make this one because I don't like it. So I had to find a way to like it. And in doing so, I found that not only did I like it because of the fabric choices, but I liked it because of the techniques and just the overall, and I have a lot of respect for the designer of this article, of this pattern, because to me, it was amazing to follow the instructions and just to see how it went. These two pieces of fabric, these two fabrics went together to make a cohesive outfit, and I'm very pleased with it. And I can't say it enough. I probably said it a million times during this video. Anyway, thank you. Please continue to leave your comments below. I do enjoy reading them. I do enjoy interacting with you. And I do hope that more of you will take on this challenge with me. Go to the pixiefaire.com website. I'm not sponsored by them. I'm just using this as, it was an easy way. I didn't have to pay for the pattern because it's free. But I would say, go download the pattern and then maybe you don't want to make the pattern, but download it anyway. And then find some fabric and start sewing and see what you come up with. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. I was. Thank you so much for watching, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.